Hello everyone, this is Vishakha Thakur, again bringing today's current affairs with you. This current affairs is from the A-Cube IAS, which pricked the UPSC preparation for you in a most simple and unique way. So let's go ahead. First is the COVID-related news because, as we all know, the COVID has become new normal for us. Now, the recent news regarding COVID is that there is a data which shows that with the administration of Covishield vaccine, there is a potential thromboembolic event occurring. Now, what is thromboembolic? This is a bleeding and clotting events that is like happening in those who are vaccinating themselves, where the clot move in the blood vessels, they block the blood vessels, and a possibility that the person may actually go to the extent of he or she may die. In that scenario, thromboembolic is a new hazard, but it is not that great a risk because only less than 1% of people have actually showed such kind of risk. But there is a good news regarding Covaxin, that Covaxin is not showing such kind of symptoms. So this is a good part on the Covaxin. Next this is very important, for anybody who's actually seeing this news, that ICMR has dropped the plasma therapy from the COVID treatment norms. That means so far you might be seeing very many WhatsApp status, people asking for the plasma for A group, B group, O positive, B negative, but now that is no way now recommended treatment norms, and ICMR and Lancet study both have shown that it does not have significant benefit. Instead, it might be playing a role in facilitating the worrisome mutation of the viruses. For the same reason, ICMR is not actually facilitating it, and for the same reason, Delhi government has said that it will not actually now promote it. But for if the doctors are using it, then it may actually maintain the blood bank, which we'll see further. Next is the DRDO has released a new drug for the COVID therapy drug, that is 2-deoxy-D-glucose, which is developed by the DRDO along with the Dr. Reddy's laboratory of Hyderabad. This is an anti-therapeutic drug against the COVID, and which is developed by the Institute of Nuclear Medicine Allied Science, which is basically a DRDO lab only. So the development is done by both of them, but the production will be dealt by the DRL. It will increase the production at a larger level. This is you should remember this for the three reasons. First, this question can be asked in prelim, not just in UPSC, but any UPPCS, BPSC, or any other public service commissions, or any other exam you're preparing to, you're thinking of giving. This also you can write in any mains exam. That this is a good example how in crisis the public bodies like DRDO and private partnership like DRL can help each other, where this can reduce our oxygen dependency by nearly 40%. So there it is a good example. Also, this 2G is the first therapeutic drug for the COVID, which has been developed by the India indigenously. For that reason, it is also a very good example. Now let's move ahead and let's see some political news. In political news, judiciary is very proactive right now, and especially the various high courts, either that is Allahabad High Court, Madras High Court, or Delhi High Court. So Delhi High Court has on Monday, it asked the center if it can fix the formula of the MRP of oxygen concentrators. This is for the normal news only, because these are imported at higher level and there is no exact price. So the price is varying from one end to another. So it is saying not to fix the price, but the formula on the basis of which they are charged from outside. So this is the Delhi High Court demanding. Next is court directed the government to consider the teacher who have died of coronavirus while attending the election duties to be declared as COVID warriors. We know who were COVID warriors. This was something we saw in the first wave itself. The government of India came up with insurance policy and various other kind of benefits for the people who have impacted from the COVID, and those frontline workers, the health workers, various government officials who are serving you, police, etc. They were called COVID warriors. And since if they suffer any kind of casualties, various benefits were given to them. So the government is saying to provide the same kind of benefit to the teachers as well. Next in the news is, this is interesting, that West Bengal government is planning to set up a legislative council. This is interesting for two reasons. One is that this is been done by the current chief minister, that is who is to be now going to be, that is Mamata Banerjee, and finance minister are not the member of state legislative assembly because they lost their constituency elections. So legislative council is a way that they may get into this the cabinet again, because we know there is this article in the constitution which says that a minister has to be a member of legislative assembly or council. Otherwise, like he cannot stay like for minister or like chief minister per se for more than 6 months. So that's why the West Bengal is planning to form a legislative council. To go by the history is that the West Bengal had the bicameral legislation till 1969. It was in 1969 a resolution was passed to dissolve the second house, that is the legislative council. Now what you should know is, from the political perspective, is that how a legislative council is created. The power to abolish or create a legislative council is vested in the Parliament of India. It is not with the State Legislative Assembly. State Legislative Assembly can only make a request. And how that request is made? That request is made when a State Legislative Assembly passed a resolution which is supported by majority of the strength of the House and 2/3 of the member present and voting, which is a special kind of majority, like which is equal to like amending a constitution. Now, by this way, you change the constitution, like especially in Article 1, 2, 3, 4, certain changes are made. But that does not change, like this is not considered as a constitutional amendment bill. This should be clear. This is not considered as a constitutional amendment bill. This thing is clear from here. Next is the State Legislative Assembly we have seen, and this how Article 169, like these are the things that can be easily asked in like your PT exam, and like you can even like and your like mains exam too. Next is the economic news. Like going with economic news is that like there's this news is like the news number one, that is the inflation, that is the WPI has like seen a record high of 10.5 from 7.4, which is like worrisome for us, because if the like the prices of the goods and services, especially this is fueled by fuel and food, which are very like substance which can easily like the prices can go up here and there. And right now, even the policymaker do not have space to cut the rate of like repo rate or reverse repo or the bank rate in order to control this, because already economy is showing a slowdown. So this is a dilemma for the government. Dilemma can be understood from the second news. It's said by the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, that there is a rising unemployment in India and shrinking income, which has led to reducing demand. Now we know, if there is a less income, there is less purchasing power. If there is less purchasing power, there is lack of demand. There is lack of demand, then the producer will not produce. If they will not produce, again the unemployment, like employment will be reduced, and employment is reduced, the same cycle is repeat. So this is a vicious cycle. So like and the data says that unemployment has risen to 8% from 6.5% in the March earlier. Labor force participation rate is 40% currently, 2% below what it was in April 2022. And the consumer and the like income sentiment is also seen a hit, with the 90% of the India's family has seen income shrinkage. And because of this lack of demand, the think tank make a request to the government. There is a need for government to put some money in the hands of consumer now in any way. Either that is helicopter money that is being suggested by like a Nobel laureate earlier. Even Abhijit Pathak says like use Narega or use other activities, but put money in people's hand. It's only that way that we can keep the economy going. And next is in the session is some international news. International news is that this is a very is a setback for India. Setback in sense because Iran has decided to give the Farzad gas field to a domestic company, that is the Petropar, which is a domestic gas producer, which is setback to India in terms that it was ONGC Videsh who discovered the gas field in 2000. And ever since then, India and Iran are working cooperatively to actually explore the oil in that field. But since Iran taking this step is actually setback for India-Iran relationship and even India's energy demand. So both way we are going to suffer. And the background, one should understand that this is a result of the sanction that was imposed by the US when it was under Trump administration, which impacted the India-Iran cooperation. The US put the various sanction on the Iran, especially the energy supplies. Various countries was not allowed, and it was a result of which that even India's relationship with the Iran were impacted. So this was for today. This was today's current affairs session, and thank you so much. Stay at home, stay healthy, and stay safe, and stay connected to A-Cube IAS. because we provide you the holistic news in a most comprehensive and a simple manner. You may not have to look at other sources. So thank you so much.